Money day, guys and girls. Now, if you're tuned in right now, you're locked in with me and you're learning with Vel. That is the authenticity of this video. Okay, we've got an alert going off right now as we speak. This is for Euro JPY. So Euro JPY is actually, it's actually moving in the direction that we want it to. But this video is not about trading, okay? And in actual fact, I find that this video, I'm going to do a series of these videos. I'm going to aim to do 350 videos. I was called by a friend who you guys well know, and my friend gave me some advice, someone that I respect highly, someone that I do business with to this day. But he pretty much just showed me, how about you show people a different side to Vel, a different side to learning with Vel, not just educational, videos based around finances. How about you show them the highs and the lows? How about you become much more transparent with not just your information, but with the life that you live? And, mental health is a real thing. I think that sometimes when you're coming up in the game as a young trader, you struggle with the issues of fighting against revenge trading. It's something that can be very, very deadly. It's something that actually has caused millions, hundreds of people, especially from one particular spot that I know very well in central London, an area called Bank. It's caused hundreds of traders who have lost money they've lost hedge funds money, hedge fund companies. They've lost money from investment companies. They've lost millions, and they've gone to the top of Coq de Jean. For anyone who knows Coq de Jean, let me know in the comment section below. But they've gone to the top of Coq de Jean in Bank, and they've jumped off and they've killed themselves. So this is not just a trendy topic of talking about inverted commas mental health. This is actually a real life thing. The stresses and pressure of trading, but then also having to deal with your day-to-day life. I blew £50,000 one time, and whilst I was in the process of blowing this money, I still had my girlfriend at the time trying to talk to me, trying to get my attention. So I'm gonna do these videos, 350 videos. Every video is going to give you guys a deeper level to the onion of Vel, but it's also going to help you guys, whether these videos get 100,000 views, 1 view, 2 views. I'm not doing this for the views. I'm doing this for those of you who can appreciate this type of content, who are really going to connect with someone that's just keeping it real. So shout out Bounce, because Bounce is the one that put me on to doing videos like this. And yeah, I think one of the things that's really pressing concern for me right now is having the pressures of needing to make money. That's always a pressure, because as a trader, you're only ever as good as your last trade. And if you haven't taken a trade for weeks or months, sometimes there's a bit of pressure that you put on yourself to be like, have I still got it? The next trade I'm about to tell my community to buy or to sell, is it gonna work? That's pressure right there. That is pressure, and that can often lead you to either falsifying moves that aren't actually real, or it can lead you to putting so much anxiety onto the trades that you just don't really find the right opportunities. So you have to have a certain level of calmness, a certain level of confidence and composure to stay cool, to stay relaxed, to know that within yourself, no matter how long you go without taking a trade, whenever I return to the charts, I've still got it, because I'm looking for the same things. Now, of course, people can say that confidence comes from, well, look, they say interest stems from knowledge, right? But without any knowledge, you don't have any interest in something. You have to have some knowledge in something to become interested, right? So in order for you to grow the knowledge, it means you have to learn. So that is the power. The power is actually learning something, And with that being the power, we have to understand that from a, retail novice level, if you don't have no knowledge within trading, then you're only probably gambling. You're just kind of putting trading down to luck, it's just luck, really, right? But the more and more you get into the world of trading, the more and more you get into learning about the Forex market, how the financial systems operate, the more you can understand, well, I can really just formulate a formula and just repeat the same formula. So to the outside looking in, The pressures is because I need to perform. I need to make sure the next trade is a winning trade. But from the inside, if I've created a formula, I'm just looking for that same formula. It doesn't matter if I look for that formula today, tomorrow, if I take 6 months out and then I come back, I'm looking for the same formula. Now, just because I'm looking for a specific formula, does that mean that the trade is going to be successful? No, it doesn't. But as long as I'm using the same formula, then the law of average should always work in my favor to be more successful than unsuccessful using my LWV strategy. So the question doesn't really rely on how confident I am. The question relies on how disciplined I am. And how disciplined are you? That is a question that I think is very brushed under the carpet. How disciplined can you be? I mean, look, if you guys are Forex traders, we've all been in that situation when we've told a friend, I'm not going to trade for the rest of the day. We get back into the market. We either blow our prop firm account, or we lose more funds than we anticipated. We lose all the profit for the day, maybe, or maybe all the profit for the week, right? I got quite an addictive personality. So I naturally tend to get pissed off when I lose. I'm very competitive. I hate losing. There used to be a point in time where I could not sleep with a loss. I couldn't. I needed to make it back. Even if I lost £3, I was like, no, give me that back. You know, and ultimately that led to a lot of unfortunate events, which was catastrophic for my emotional health, for my mental health, because I'd blow thousands of pounds trying to make back small money, you know. And my business partner, Jacob, probably won't mind me sharing a story. I guess these are stories that are always kept between us. But, you know, when we was coming up in our trading days, this is a self-reflection upon myself. So this is really sharing my, you know, insecurities, you could say, out into the open, because I don't think things like this are done enough. But I never forget the time where me and Jacob, we had a prop firm account. This was years ago. Now, of course, right now the prop firm space is really popular. You've got FTMO, you've had My Forex Funds, you've had quite a lot of companies. But the ones who were first here, you know, 6 years ago, was Top Step FX, okay? And they had limitations, like you couldn't trade more than 2 lots at any single time or something like that. They had limitations like that, right? And long story short, we had like 100K account, or I can't remember the size of the account, but the point is, the criteria was hard, and we was pretty much 99% there. Okay, now on this specific day, I remember my business partner Jacob, he went to his grandma's funeral, rest in peace, and there was 3 of us at the time, right? There was me, Jacob, and another one. So there was 3 of us at the time. We was all in business together, and basically what happened was, I looked at the charts one day, and I must have taken a trade on my own accord. Now, we got the account to where it was by working in unison, all 3 of us agreeing on trades, looking at the markets, and, you know, all 3 of us basically giving the green light on trades. That was kind of our thing, right? And essentially what happened was, I looked at the markets myself, and I took a very small loss. But that small loss led me to now opening up a higher trade with a higher lot size. So what happened? Well, I went from having a 10 lot size to eventually throwing down 2 lots. Now, mind you guys, if we was at 100K, okay, you got to make like 10%, yeah? So you got to make $10,000, right? We're sitting at around 9,850. So we're really at the last line here. You know, we're on the last run, the home run. We can see the end of the tunnel. We can see the light right where we are. Then I've thrown down 2 lots on the trade because I took a $60 loss, $70 loss, and before I knew it, I was like, no way, I can't sit on this. So then I started doubling down. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you and keep it completely 100% free and 100% raw with you guys. I blew that account because now the pressures got on top of me thinking, shit, Jacob's at a funeral. When he comes out, he's going to see the account. I need to now get this account passed off. Rather than now being behind $700, okay, I need to make this all back. I just need to pass the account. And the pressure got to me. I started repetitively revenge trading, opening trades, closing, opening trades, closing, opening trades, closing. And essentially, guys, I blew the account. That was the worst message or the worst notification, I guess, that my business partner at the time could have received after coming out of an emotional event such as burying his grandma. Now, you know, that put a lot of anxiety on me, because at the time when I done these actions, I done them because I thought I was being a hero, right? I done it because I thought I was being a hero. But when I really reflect back, I done these because I couldn't control my emotions. That's why I done it, okay? Because there was no need for me to take a trade by myself, but just needing to have that endorphin of taking a trade, feeling like the guy, getting into the markets and getting out. That's what I was searching for. That's what I was craving. That's what my body was telling me I needed. I had Forex parasites inside of me saying take a trade. And then not only did they say take a trade, but I wasn't strong enough mentally to be able to say, okay, look, I tried and it didn't work out. Let's leave it. I wasn't able to do that. Once upon a time, I could not sit on a loss. I couldn't do it. So, you know, it really further showed me that I had so much more distance to go in terms of becoming a better trader emotionally, because that is the hardest part of this game. It's the emotions. It's the emotions. You know, there's times when I was in Mexico back during lockdown, and I remember like losing maybe like $4,000 on a Tuesday, and just having the composure to say, cool, I'm going to the parties later. I'm going to chill out with my missus, have some fun. And then the following day, being able to make 16K on the markets just because I gave it a day. Just because I gave it a day. Now, shout out Josh. Josh was a business partner of mine who would always say, you live to fight another day. Live to fight another day, Cavell. And, you know, these are things that I don't think are touched upon, because when everyone does videos online, whether it's short form or long form content, everyone wants to be perfect. Everyone wants to say the most perfect things. Everyone wants to portray their lives to be perfect. My life isn't perfect. Do you get it? We all would want our lives to be perfect, but my life is pretty much in the direction of what I'm focusing on. You focus on what you attract what you focused, right? And I feel like for me now, you know, a goal of mine for 2025 is, as a Muslim, to pray more. You know, so now I'm praying 5 times a day. That is something that is really important for me to make sure I can have further discipline into myself, because I can't expect the universe to provide me with something that I can't sacrifice to obtain. And what do I mean by sacrificing to obtain? I'm not talking about killing no goat, okay? I'm talking about sacrificing my time, maybe sacrificing some temptations, you know, sacrificing things that aren't necessarily good for me, but that I'm addicted to. Because as I told you guys, I've got quite an addictive personality. Okay, when I like things, I love things, right? When I hear a song I like, I'll rinse the same song 100 times over and feel no way about it. That will be the only song I'll be playing in my car. In fact, I got a tune right now that I'm rinsing. Yeah? So it's Mafia by Travis Scott, okay? And why I'm telling you these things is because I just feel like someone in this space, in this trading space, needs to keep it a buck. They need to tell you, right? A lot of these traders, when it comes to them, you know, showing you these glorious trades on Instagram and showing you they cashed out, a lot of these people, and I'm not going to name any names, but a lot of them are based in America, where America's got such a big audience, right? Such a big market cap that it's very easy for a lot of these quote unquote traders to make a lot of money off of sales, right? It's like American artists. How many times have you seen a YouTubed an American artist that you've never heard of, but they've got millions of views? And that's because the market cap in America is so wide. The country is huge. When you fly from the East Coast to the West Coast, it's like flying to another country, right? It's huge. So based off of understanding that, you kind of understand that this game has changed from it being a trader's game to it being a marketing game. Who can market themselves the best? You know, back in the day, do you think anyone cared about a neon light and a little PlayStation logo, whatever that is, with pictures? No one didn't care about this shit. when it came to trading, they just wanted to know about the trades. At least in my generation, in my era, that's what they cared about. Now it's about the setup. It's about how he looks, how he talks, how he sounds. All of these things are important. And I can understand that. I can appreciate that, okay? But what I'm saying to you is, it's time to bring back the real, man. It's time to bring back the real, to talk about things that can actually help people, and also to expose some hidden truths that maybe you guys from the outside looking in thought existed. Because I tell you for free, a lot of you who are not in Dubai probably think everyone's driving a Lamborghini up and down the streets. That is not the case. A lot of you who don't live in Dubai probably think you need to be a millionaire or you need to be worth 6 figures to be able to live comfortably in Dubai. That is not the case. There is so much misconceptions. Just like how we're taught from the Western world that, you know, Africa is full of starving kids. That's what they show you on TV, right? Africa's full of starving kids who don't have any parents, who, you know, they're dying for water. That's what they show you. That's what they show you. And then you go to Africa and it's fucking beautiful. So there's a lot of misconceptions, and I want to help just clarify, or I want to help clear the unsettled debris for a lot of the misconceptions that at least are over here in the UAE. So, you know, today's video is going to be here. It's here from my studio. Yeah, cool, great. This is my man cave. Okay, I watch movies here on my projector. I've got the nice comfortable seats. I also, of course, do a bit of streaming for you guys and a bit of gaming too, hence the gaming logo in the background. But maybe another video I'll do it from a jet ski. Maybe another video, another day I'll do it from the Burj Khalifa. Okay, who knows? But my point is this. My point in providing you with this type of value is because I think it's really important for us to be able to connect with people. And in a day and age where we're expecting things to come to us so quickly, I don't think any of us really know how to connect anymore. And if you don't really know how to connect anymore, imagine what your kids are going to be like, or your kids' kids. You know, this place here, Dubai, the UAE, Dubai more specifically, I'm not going to talk about the UAE, but Dubai more specifically, it is kind of fake in a sense where a lot of the time the way how people speak is where they're very to the point, they're very direct, which is not a problem. I love being direct, but when you speak to women, for example, do you think a woman could approach you in UK and just before she tells you her name, she's telling you she charges? Do you think that could ever happen? Not to someone like me anyway. And I say someone like me, just someone who's from London, who's just like, I'm used to seeing attractive women. And a woman could never tell me, baby, I charge. What? Look at me, you lost your mind. But it's normal here. Do you get it? And then you might think to yourself, well, why is that normal? I got a friend, right? And she says to me that she goes to these expensive restaurants here in Dubai where she knows that men are going to pay for a meal, right? She knows that men will pay for a meal. Now, as tapped as that might sound, I had to sit down and think about it, and I thought to myself, well, what's worse? The fact that you're going there to look for a guy, because instinctively as a man, you think, oh, well, look at you, you're just a... But because she's my friend, I'm not really judging her like that. I'm not in no type of relations with her, so I'm not looking at it like that, right? But what it made me realize is if I was in a relationship or if I was liking her like that, I would feel a type of way. But then I thought to myself, well, what's worse? Is it the fact that she's going there expecting to get a free meal, or the fact that guys go there knowing that they can find attractive women to pay for their meal? They're just as bad as each other. They're just as bad as each other. So, of course, you know, I want to keep things real with you guys and give you the unfiltered raw truths of life here in the UAE, but also as well, life of a trader, you know, because it does mean I have a lot more time on my hands, and the time that I have is time that I use, thankfully, to provide myself or people around me, should I say, with a high frequency, a high level frequency conversation. So now I want to kind of bring these conversations, radiate these frequencies throughout my YouTube channel. And if you guys catch on to it, you catch on to it. If you subscribe, you subscribe. If you don't, if you don't. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not here for you guys. I'm here for the ones that actually can radiate, or should I say, I'm here for the ones that can connect and can actually flourish through the frequencies that I'm going to radiate out to you guys. So yeah, this is video 1 of 350. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace.